Hello you, Guru Larry here presenting the first show ever filmed in front of a dead studio audience, with movie mistakes. This episode we'll be swimming around the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The epic story of an anthropomorphic rat who trains a group of mutating reptiles covered in cancerous radioactive ooze for the sole purpose of avenging the murder of the man who had kept him in a cage his entire life. By killing the man who set him free. Okay. Anti-Mutant Ninja Turtles! Remember that anti-mutant injection thing in X-Men 3? Well, apparently it works on turtles as well. Just like in this very early scene, where Michelangelo is waiting for the pizza delivery guy. Donatello comes skateboarding in, and for a few moments, you could see from his hand that he's actually turned into a human being. Yes, I know they were never human beings to begin with, but at least he doesn't need to hide in the shadows anymore. I'm a real boy! Negligent ninjas. You got to feel sorry for the poor old Foot Clan. Once a feared Japanese organisation, now relegated to hiring anyone they can get their hands on. Just like the idiot in this scene. One of the Foot Clan have managed to infiltrate April's apartment to eavesdrop on Leo and Raph arguing, but makes absolutely no attempt to hide in the shadows whatsoever. Sorry mate, you're not fooling anyone. Raphael is a softie. One of the secret defences of the Ninja Turtles that's never brought up in the cartoon is in extreme cases they can also make themselves all soft and splodgy. Just like in this totally non-contrived conversation of the team wondering where Raphael is, only for him to be coincidentally thrown through the glass skylight. When they go check on him, he's gone all squidgy. Yeah, leave him alone, guys. He's not done yet. First impressions. Those poor old turtles. At first they're completely lost when their master is kidnapped, but luckily they can take their mind off things by doing impressions of each other. Just like in this scene at April's family farm. Michelangelo climbs the barn roof, note the nunchucks, to call out his master's name. But for some reason, he does it in a pitch-perfect voice of Raphael. I know that impressionists are a fading act on talent shows nowadays, so that could be why old Mikey Boy chose to become a ninja instead. The faking foot! Well, after that moron earlier, it seems that the Foot Clan are so desperate for members, they've even resorted to hiring ex-footballers now, as these guys just love overfading their injuries. Just like this guy where Raph is fighting the Foot on the fire escape. He throws this guy into the stairs, and... Oh, come on, you were miles away! You even put your arms up to stop yourself from being hit! I'm not sure how you made that clang though, that was impressive. Paparazzi pains! The press have never really been a fan of the Foot Clan. Just one wrong step by them, and they're right on the scene to publicly disgrace them. Just like poor old Tatsu in this scene. Casey introduces him to his 9-iron, and the poor guy doesn't even have time to pick up his own teeth before the paparazzi are shoving a camera in his face. They're total parasites, I tell you. A matter of decency. As badass as the Shredder is in fights, at least he plays fair. You gotta give him that. Just like when the Turtles take him on at the end of the movie. When Raphael goes to leap over him, Oroku was kind enough to place the mat behind him so that he doesn't slip when he lands. And then he's kind enough to take it away straight afterwards so it doesn't get in the way. Isn't that nice of him? Bless. Illusions of grandeur. The Shredder may fight fair, but he's also quite the deceiver. In his final battle against Splinter, Shredder has somehow managed to pull some sleight of hand and lured our heroes into a fake New York within the Technodrome. As when he charges a turtle sensei with his javelin, you can quite clearly see the top of the set up there, as well as a few scaffolding ropes from the stage ceiling. Krang needs to pay more attention to detail, methinks. Don't touch, you might get a splinter. Going back to that same scene, all those years of meditation for Splinter must have really paid off for him, as he's the absolute master of concentration. Not only is a turtle sensei casually facing his own potential mortality in his fight against the Shredder, but he's also totally zoning out this bloke behind him who's fondling his arse. The poor old sod can't even get a break for 5 seconds either. There's only moments later, when the turtles celebrate their victory, that pervert's back to fill up some more rodent rectum. Go ninja, go! There are no words. And to wrap things up for this episode, regulars of Movie Mistakes will tell you that I do these segments humorously, taking the scene completely out of context to get a laugh. But there are times when there is something so outrageous, so bizarre, that nothing I could ever say could ever give it justice. Case in point, this scene where Raphael wakes up in the bath. Donatello walks in and quips, "It's a Kodak moment."
It's a Kodak moment.
You know, sentimental, if a bit out of date as Kodak don't really exist anymore. But in the next shot of him, where he tilts his head back to laugh, what the hell is that? There are no words to describe this nightmare fuel of what's going on in Donatello's mouth. Are those teeth? But I'll just keep quiet for a few moments to allow that image to permanently burn into your mind. Pleasant dreams, kiddies. That's all for today, but don't forget to subscribe and drop us a like. And if you fancy seeing other episodes of Movie Mistakes, check out the links below. But next week, I'll be back to cover Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So ta-ta for now.